Hari Om. The next comes Brush Yoga. It is about drawing painting. Concentration of mind for which the yogi practicing the yoga of Patanjali Maharishi has to struggle hard comes easily and effortlessly to the brush yogi. The landscape before him or the inspiration within him at once subdue all other vrittis, and the vritti of the perfect beauty alone remains behind. Perfect beauty is the nearest approximation to God or the Absolute. By experience and keen observation, the painter or the artist discovers what is particular and uncommon in every object he sees. He has clearly understood the common nature of the objects. By long and intense contemplation, he has found out that there is some defect in every object. The same defect is not found in all objects. The particular or uncommon feature in an object, its highlight, the defects are its dark points. So, the service of the people who make sculptures, idols, paintings of gods on whom people meditate or get connected to God are doing a great service to humanity. When one listens to satsang, when one focuses or is concentrated, one can find out things easily, misplaced things. जड़ चेतन की आशीष मिलती है. As if the misplaced thing itself is calling, I'm here. Other ways of getting concentration is seeing the seconds hand in the clock, seeing the topmost leaf of the tree, seeing doing tratak uh, on the candlelight at the eye level without blinking, or seeing the river flowing in a particular direction. Now, regarding astrology that I said in the previous video, I don't know astrology as such. Calculating planets' motions, particular days, particular years, and the sight of this, that drishti of this, that planet retrograde, what it will make the person do karma. I don't know anything about that. I just know these things, superficially. मेल्स को कब बाल कटाने चाहिए, फीमेल्स को कब बाल कटाने चाहिए, नो आइडिया. आज तक मैंने फॉलो नहीं किया है बिकॉज आई केम टू नो रिसेंटली. सो आई कैन ओबे दैट मच के on particular auspicious days one should not get the haircut done, or how much obedience I'll give in future, that's personal. Person should observe 1 hour silence also, or 2 hours silence a week, or 1 hour silence daily. That also increases focus, concentration. Peeping and poking, I meant to say peeping and ताक झांक करना दूसरों की ज़िंदगी में, and poking दखल देना, दूसरे को बॉदर करने तक अपने डिसीजंस थोपना, दखल देना. I meant to say that. Next comes Buddhi Yoga. After dealing at length with the immortality of the Atman, the Lord taught Buddhi Yoga to Arjuna in the Gita. The Upadesh about the immortality of the soul was itself a prelude, as it were, to the grand Buddhi Yoga. Normally, the Buddhi Yoga is tossed helplessly on the hotbed of vasanas and trishnas, is in active conjunction with the senses. It supplies the motive force tainted with desire. When this buddhi is inturned towards the self, when it achieves the union with the actionless self, then this motive force gradually ceases. Actions performed by the mind and the senses with the buddhi, thus in union with the self, do not bind the jeev to sansar, and even they will be pure, noble, and divine. For the buddhi in whose light they function is in communion with the Atman, and therefore compels them to be in tune with the infinite. When the prarabdha which gave birth to the body comes to an end, there is an automatic release of the jeev. There is no rebirth, there is no need for it. So the point is of nirvikari and nirvasnik jivan. The power of avidya is so great that it requires a greater amount of divine wisdom to prevent its functioning. Long, long ago, I was practicing writing Om. Then I went to sleep, and in sleep also I was writing Om. And now I have understood that it went to my subconscious mind. Then there is unconscious mind and deeper layers of the mind. So, to that extent, and to those many years, one has to practice according to their own level of evolution. At the same time, I had practiced Sab Nirdosh Bhagwan hai, because I couldn't see Nirdosh Bhagwan when I could see the people skillless and skillful and telling lies or layak nalayak people non seeking God, not seeking God, and they there in satsang, people seeking God not being treated properly. Virtues को कौन वैल्यू देता है? Divine virtues. What matters is money in the world nowadays. What matters is tyranny and domination. That's leadership. If I open a center, satsang center, I will never give a person the certificate of regular satsangi if he or she has not attended regularly to my seniors, to the headquarters. Sab Nirdosh Bhagwan hai was for my purification, my ascension, my salvation, my freedom from whatever ignorance or adhikari, anadhikari I could see. Not to wash others' sins. Sab Nirdosh Bhagwan hai. So everybody entering in God's kingdom. सड़ा हुआ फल, fresh fruit. Therefore I said, मेरे लिए सही गलत हमेशा रहेगा, अधिकारी अनाधिकारी हमेशा रहेगा. प्रेम में कोई लॉ नहीं है, वो अलग बात है. Not counting how many mantras I have heard or chanted or how many bhajans I have sung in this birth. अब इसी पॉइंट को किसी को कैसे अप्लाई करना है वो तो राम जाने. 12 ग्रह नक्षत्र हैं, 3 गुण हैं. What combination, what perception, what application. So next comes Dhyan Yoga. Whatever be the path that sadhak chooses, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raj Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Dhyan or meditation is the most essential fundamental sadhana that he cannot afford to ignore. For it is Dhyan that enables the sadhak to reverse the process of sansar, to turn the mind inward, to realize the reality that is beyond the objects of external perception, and ultimately to remain established in this reality throughout the day and throughout the life. Therefore, meditate regularly. I don't know to what extent it is right, but people meditate with open eyes. That's very beginner's level. But when we do with closed eyes, it's too guilt bringing or saddening, because long time no light appears. For how many years, God knows. But tolerating that much darkness, layers, Malvikya Pavran, it's too difficult. Even 2 years of darkness, seeing with closed eyes inside the mind or intellect, it's difficult. What about unevolved souls, those who have to meditate and see the darkness for a long time? 4 kinds of meditation. Meditate on the consciousness as a witness of modifications of the mind, such as desire, etc., which are to be regarded as perceivable objects. This is internal objective meditation. Meditate on formulas like I am asang, unattached, Satchit Anand, existence, knowledge, bliss, self luminous, free from duality, Advait Sarup. This is internal subjective meditation. Meditate by separating all names and forms from Satvastu Brahman in any external object whatsoever. This is universal objective meditation. Meditate that the essence, the Satchit Anand, Vastu, the reality of existence, knowledge, bliss is one undivided essence. This is absolute meditation. So I was saying that मेरे गले से मक्खन नहीं उतरता, गोमूत्र क्या पीऊँगी मैं. But that does not mean I have not eaten makhan, malai, doodh, dahi, chaach, mattha. इट्स जस्ट दैट कि जब से रामदेव बाबा ने आस्था पे बोलना शुरू किया है, शहर शहर घूमना शुरू किया है, तब से वी हैव अवेकन टू अवॉइड भैंस का दूध एंड हैव एवरीथिंग ऑफ गाय का दूध। चीज़ भी आ गई है अभी तो गाय के दूध की, रेडीमेड, लॉन्ग टाइम अगो। खाना रॉयली घर पे हो या होटल में हो, इट इज़ ब्लिसफुल। सेल्फ कुक्ड हो या बाय कुक्ड अदर्स हो, अन्न ही औषधि बन जाए। व्हेन इट्स नरिशिंग, रिलैक्सिंग, ज्ञान के लिए, भक्ति के लिए, योगा प्राणायाम के लिए, रेगुलरली अपने ये हैबिट्स बनाने के लिए गुड फूड तो चाहिए ना, फॉर ब्रेन एंड बॉडी। एंड मक्खन, मलाई, दूध, दही, छाछ, ड्राई फ्रूट, दीज आर वेरी गुड फूड्स फॉर अ वेजिटेरियन। द फाउंडेशन ऑफ योग एंड वेदांत is Yam Niyam. We talk of these daily. The cultivation of every virtue is most difficult. Keep the spiritual diary. Will prevent you from failing. Very few people keep the spiritual diary. Every man advocates the diary and is prepared to guide others. How can you expect to have spiritual progress? I haven't made yet my spiritual diary. What do I do daily? How much I read, how much I chant, how much I... हिसाब कौन रखेगा गॉड को याद करने का? बट समटाइम्स वी मे मिस एंड फेल, सो रखना भी चाहिए। प्रैक्टिस अहिंसा, सत्यम, ब्रह्मचर्य. इफ यू आर क्लिंग टू ट्रूथफुलनेस एंड नॉन वायलेंस, ऑल अदर वर्च्यूज विल कम बाय देमसेल्व्स. एक अहंकार जब निकल जाता, सब विकार खुद ब खुद निकल जाते. एक अहिंसा, सत्य, ब्रह्मचर्य जब आ जाता, सब गुण सब खुद ब खुद आ जाते. ये भी लाइन होनी चाहिए. Mere study of Prasthanatrayi will not do. Brahma Sutra is one of the main books in Prasthanatrayi. 2 more books are there, and Brahma Sutra is difficult to understand. Some deluded aspirants go hither and thither to learn yoga. Karma yoga is nothing to them. Karma yoga is more difficult than Vedant. Whom are you serving? You are serving the Lord, your own Atma, in all his manifestation. Bhakti also is nothing for those people. They want only Vedantic Nidhyasan. They have no Vivek, no Vairagya, no Sadhan Chatushtai Sampat, yet they want to study Brahma Sutras. I never knew this prerequisites. But by God's grace, I have served my parents also in Corona during pandemic and lockdown. अब गले लगा के मैंने कोरोना अपने आप में नहीं ले लिया, ना ही अपने पेरेंट्स को अछूतों की तरह ट्रीट किया. I served them with distance. For me, love is not that. When I was in my teens, रोते हुए को देख के रोना आ जाता था, हंसाना और उठाना नहीं आता था. Gradually understood, and it's right also. I didn't want deadly virus to come in my body and shatter or shake my immune system. अब तक तो I don't believe घर वाले बीमार हों और मैं बाहर जाके सोशल सर्विस करूं. किया भी नहीं है. In job, person has to do its duty, that's different. Those who go to caves for seclusion and meditation become tamasic. Meditation means intensest dynamism. It is all power. Concentration of the mind is possible only when you have all the virtues. With that, balance of Vat, Pitta, Kapha is also required. Life is not meant to be allowed to throw away like oil seeds, thinking that they are useless. The wise man would press them nicely, extract oil out of them. The wise aspirant will similarly press every minute with his soul force and extract the oil of life divine from it. Kabir ji says, एक अचंभो देखियो हीरा हाट बिकाए, हीरे जैसा जन्म है कौड़ी बदले जाए. Next comes Guru Sharan Yoga. The Lord is gracious. He has given you countless opportunities to evolve and attain Him. He has assured us in the Gita that whenever there is decay of righteousness, dharma ki hani, He manifests Himself. Guru Bhakti is absolutely necessary. Guru will take you to God immediately. The aspirant should daily defy and superimpose all the attributes of the Lord on the Guru. Guru, Ishwar, Brahma, Om, Truth, and all truth are all one. When once you have taken a man as your guru, you should never change, even if you get a man with greater developments or siddhis, then only will you have faith. The student should know thoroughly well the ideals, principles of his guru, and the disciple should lay him bare before him his preceptor all his weaknesses, shortcomings. But at the same time, I feel guru should be all knowing. If Shishya has to tell everything verbally, then guru is not guru. वो तो कॉमन टीचर हो गया, कॉमन पेरेंट्स जिनको हमको बताना पड़ता है. अब गुरु हमको प्रीवियस बर्थ्स की पूरी हिस्ट्री थोड़ी बताता है, इस जन्म में तुम ये थे, उस जन्म में तुम वो थे. प्रैक्टिकली कुछ तो हायर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, इंट्यूटिव अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए ना गुरु में. नॉट ओनली अंडरस्टैंडिंग, नोइंग ऑल्सो. A leader is one who is far better than the people whom he is or she is leading. The one Brahmakar Vritti arises, this Brahmakar Vritti destroys ignorance and its effects and brings enlightenment. Your foremost duty, along with your daily duties, is to raise this Brahmakar Vritti by doing jap of Om, by meditating on Om, by studying Upanishads. You will then become one with the Brahman. You will go beyond grief and delusion. You will attain the supreme by the knowledge of Brahman. So the journey is from Vishakar Vritti to Brahmakar Vritti, from Moodmati to Gudmati. अपनी शॉर्टकमिंग्स देख के रो के ज़िंदगी बहुत साल बीते. बंदा गंदा when one goes to temples, one has to listen this only and believes also. पिछले जन्म में बुरे कर्म किए होंगे, इस जन्म में किए हो न हो, इस जन्म में शादी बच्चे किए हो न हो, छल कपट किया हो न हो, बट बंदा गंदा इज ऑल द टाइम ऑन. कॉमन टेम्पल्स यही सुनाया जाता है. फिल्म एक्टर्स एंड एक्ट्रेसेस के बच्चे एंड खुद फिल्म एक्टर्स far beyond us in many things, far ahead of us also in many things. पॉलिटिशियंस के बच्चे, संतों के बच्चे जो भी हैं, कंपैरिजन कैन बी देयर, बट इफ अवॉइडेड इट्स बेटर. हर एक की प्रारब्ध, हर एक की जर्नी अपनी है, हर एक के लेसन्स और एक्सपीरियंसेस अपने हैं. हरिओम. कृष्ण के भजन फिर कभी, बिकॉज बहुत सारे हैं. आई यूज टू सी कृष्णा, यू आर वेरी विटी. I was very fond of Krishna. Till date, I am fond of Krishna. But at the same time, I can't appreciate if he steals away the clothes of gopis or people taking bath in lake. And what is the truth behind that? I don't know. So that's it for today. Hari Om.